In this video, I will show you how to make your kick drum puncher in FS Studio using already stock plugins you have, which is the FS Studio Distortion plugins, and also using the doubler method to make your kick drum puncher in your project in FS Studio. So this is our sound right here. So the first thing you're going to do is to assign the sound to your mixer. So what you do right here, you come here and you push and you see it has appeared on our mixer. So the next thing you're going to do is to bring in your Distortion FS Studio stock plugin. So we'll come right here on the slot effects plugin. Then you go to FS Fruit Fast Distortion. So this is how the plugin actually looks like. So what this plugin does is to help to push your sound into high density to give it that body and that weight that give it that punch on your speaker. So right here, so the first button you're going to be seeing here is the pre. The pre button, this is where you increase the input audio in, and this is your threshold to manage the dynamic. And this is the mix where you regulate the amount that is going in. And this is your post, which is your final volume where you want it to be. So we're going to be resetting all this. So I'm going to be bringing in back again. So this is before, and this is after. So with this, I'm going to be reducing the input, the threshold, then the post. So what actually happens right here is, so imagine the amount of input that is coming in, right? So what it actually does is to help reduce the transient. And when the transient is reduced, which is the dynamic of the audio, it helps create more headroom for you to give it more input, and it gives you that heavy punch. So what we need to do is to reduce this, the amount that is going in first. So this is the amount that is going in. So this is the threshold that you use to reduce some of the dynamic. Then you're going to be applying the distortion gradually. As you can see, this is moving, which is the compressor, the threshold down. So this is the post. So the post is the final volume you're going to give it. So this is before, and this is after. This is before, and this is after. So if you are not fully satisfied with the texture you have, what you simply do is to increase the mix. So this actually gives you the texture you are actually looking for that best fit into your project. So you use this mix to regulate the balance, also protecting the kick texture, not giving it that distortion. So the sharp sound that you are hearing is actually distortion. Simply means that you have over push or overdrive, whereby the threshold, or this particular plugin is over eating into the texture of the what of your kick drum. But if this is the texture that you actually like, there is no problem. You can leave it for the project. So this is before, and this is after. So to give it the balance of the texture you're looking for, all you simply do is to regulate this mix knob. So this is it. So if you also want to try the AB, there are two AB options right here. So you try and then you balance yourself on the texture that you really want to get. So you can see on the B test, on the beat button, it actually has a little sway where it's actually swinging the high end, actually adding a spike to actually the kick. So if you like that texture, so you let it be, right? So we're going to switch back to A. Then if you want to give it more input, to give it more input. So this is before, and this is after. So beautiful. Hope you find this video helpful. So do well to comment, subscribe, follow this channel for more videos so you can learn more. And also do well to share the video to some of your friends you think the video is helpful so that they can also learn. And quick one, if you are interested in audio mentorship and you would like to know more and increase your knowledge in step-by-step practical process in music production, irrespective of anywhere you are in the world, do well to contact me using the link in the description below. So you can also access using the presets on this particular um, fast distortion plugin. So let us just preview them to see the one that will best suit your project. You can select from there. So this is another one. This is another one. This is something. This is another one. This is another one. So with this particular preset that comes with this particular plugin, now determine what exactly the texture that you're looking for. So those other ones that are harsh simply means that the signals are very hot, and to the extent it begins to give you another type of noise, which is a little distortion in it. That is why it is called the distortion plugin, right? Distortion is also a form of a texture that people can also find desirable in some jobs, like maybe trap, some trap. Sometimes you mostly hear this kind of distortion. So depending the project you are using it. So on some genre, distortion is also used as a form of texture to harmonize those genre of the kind of music. So the second method that we're going to be applying that will help make your kick drum punchier is the duplication method. So all these different methods, what they do in common is to help you increase the density of your audio signal, your kick signal, so as to give it that strength and that energy to punch through your speaker. So you should be able to understand this and then regulate them according to the texture you want that best fits your project. So I'm going to be removing this. So the second one is actually the duplication method. So we already have our kick right here. So this is the kick. So what you're going to do is to right click on top of the kick and you go to clone. Then you clone. So what you have right now is the same texture of the same kick, right? So we're going to put the kick right there. So this is before and this is after. So this can also known as the padding method, but most especially the duplication method. You can as well add more or two, three kick, depending the frequency and the density that you're looking for on the body. So if this particular frequency is most concentrated between the area of, let's say, 50 to 100, you can also add probably a kick drum that has between, let's say, 100 to 150 or 200, or below 100 between 20 or 18 to 50 hertz to give it more wider frequency and more body depending on the genre you are working for. So you can also come here. Let's say we choose another kick. Come right here and we can. So this is another form of kick that we're bringing in. Let's just bring this one in. So we have another kick right here. So you put the pattern on it. So this is before. Let's preview. And this is after. This is before. and this is after. So this is the duplication method that you can also use to make your kick drum puncher in FL Studio. I hope you find this particular tutorial very helpful and hope it's educative and hope you learned from it. So if you have more other questions you want me to answer and to make tutorials on, do where to put them in the comment section and do where to subscribe and like this video and also share to some of your friends you think it will be good for them to learn from. So remember again, if you're interested in audio mentorship, you want to learn more and know more step-by-step practical process, irrespective of anywhere you are in the world, do where to contact me using the link in the description below of this video. So the second series of other videos are there for you to learn how to use different stock plugins in your FL Studio to achieve the same result to help your kick drum stronger, punchier in your project. See you in the next video.